It's a concept album. It's called Christ Tested Positive. It's a 9-song album done in 3 parts, and the story is that a viral infection begins at a Catholic Mass, starts with the wine, and it starts to spread all over the earth and basically becomes an entire landscape, post-apocalyptic landscape of disease and death.
The interview seemed like it was going really well, and they were very gracious to let us in their house. And then there was the mention of midget. The word midget came out.
No,
she's a little person.
Don't fucking say that.
It's of political correctness. I'm not really sure what you're supposed to say, so I laughed, a nervous laugh, but it seemed like Kurtz had just a lot of tension built up, and I didn't really know how to handle that, so it sort of exploded.
That's not fucking necessary, okay? You don't say that. If I had a beautiful black woman sitting right here, you wouldn't call her a nigger. Therefore, you don't call her a fucking midget. You got me?
As Latins, we really use one word, and pretty much is the correct word for little people. In English, I don't have a lot of contact with little people, midgets. So I just I said whatever come to mind first, but obviously somebody got really upset, which I didn't think that was a big deal, but obviously it was a big deal for somebody.
The interview continued, and we were trying to get some more calm questions. Frausun sort of took it very personally. It seemed like he was maybe making more of a big deal than it should have been, and I thought he was acting, so I laughed, and he had a long pause and sort of laughed a little too, and then it seemed like he wasn't letting it go, and that's when the gun emerged. So it was more serious. He was making a big deal. I thought it was sort of a Jerry Springer thing that they were trying to do, but I guess not. I guess he was real serious. Fascinating. If you want to kind of talk about that, and maybe if you have any fears about any repercussion from that sort of thing.
Well, I've received death threats. That's the reason I carry a gun. I don't go on stage without a gun. It's that simple. People may not see it. Hell, I got it right here.
Do you have a gun right now?
Oh, yeah. See? It's
holy shit.
Yeah. Fucking calm down. It's just a fucking gun. I'm not a fucking amateur. Jesus Christ.
Well, when I was doing the interview, I just feel, really unsafe and uneasy the way the things were going, because he kept, pulling his gun, and I'm right in front of him, so I'm like an easy target. You can ask for a better target. So, all my production, persons that were there, they probably weren't saying anything, but I know for a fact that, there's been shootings in Colorado, Utah, New York. So I didn't want to be one more of those statistics. It's just because I, mentioned something, told them, hey, we're cool. There's nothing. We're really all about art and, checking what you're really doing with your music and all. But obviously he got so pissed off about it, he kept waving the gun. So one of our producers, Mario, he had to, say, let's stop this one more time. But if this happens, then we're going to have to call it off.
You fucking chill out. You have some style and class and be a fucking gentleman and treat her like a goddamn... Say midget again, and maybe it will be.
It looks like the safety's on, so I think we're all
That's a typical trigger. The safety's hidden. It's...
Okay. Well, anyway, back to what we were talking about.
So what I'm expecting. Don't give me a reason. You won't get fucking pointed at. So what we do on stage is, we do push buttons, and what I want to do with my music is a sacrifice to the gods.
During the interview, after the comment that was made that was so offensive to Kurtz, we continued on, tried to get some good questions out, and we had to keep stopping because it seemed like Kurtz was taunting the cameraman every time that we would end a segment. He would reach into his pocket and he would get the gun and kind of just tease, wave it around like, I know I have something here, you better watch out. And then he would put it back in there, and it got to the point where it was so distracting, we would have to stop and try to tell him, look, calm down. The first few times that it happened, you know, we thought it was a joke. You know, he's just being overly trying to make some publicity for himself or something like that. But it kept going, and the fact is that the gun was loaded. So I'm very uncomfortable sitting at, seriously, not even a foot away from him. The cameraman is 3 feet, 4 feet away, and he's got this Smith & Wesson. He's just, you know, brazenly waving it around. So, you know, after a while, we had to just keep stopping recording and telling him, hey, this is not the situation where we need to get all upset about it, but he didn't want to let it go. It was escalating. Something in him just triggered. He wanted to get upset. He wanted to get mad, and it went where it went.
You're in my fucking house, okay? My fucking house. I say the word and you're fucking out, all right? Get the job done.
He apologized for that, you know, my camera guys apologized for that. Can we just continue the interview, man, and, you know, like...
We can still salvage this. We can still... We can. It's, you know, it's just us. We can...
Don't listen to him, bro. Come on, come on. We're cool, we're cool, we're cool, we're cool, we're cool, we're cool, we're cool. Come on. Come on. Chill out, chill out. Hey, face up. Vete para allá. No, vete para allá.
Can we? Or we could just calm down.
Hey, no, stop recording the shit. But fuck off. Take this shit out.
Fucking unbelievable. I mean, I don't even know what to do right now. Hothead.
Get out, man. He's fucking pissed off, man.
We have to leave.
And it was like a silver bullet just went right through my skull. From then on, I offered my blood. Kill me or give me a purpose.
It erupted in a scuffle. The cameraman had tried to apologize, and it was not enough. Kurtz got upset. The camera was off at that point, and there was just a rush for the cameraman. Then everybody ended up kind of on the side of the door they went in, and the pictures were falling off, everything. Poor Paloma was on... Paloma, she was pushed out of the way.
So finally, I mean, we've barely finished, and then I'm talking, picking up my stuff, and this guy just keep waving the gun. So I decided I'm gonna turn on my camera just in case something happens. And sure enough, 2 seconds later, this guy is just rushing into me, and Mario grabs a hold of the gun. Next thing you know, people's being tossed around. Even, you know, our host from the show, she really looked scared to death to me. She looked more white than she already is. But, you know, I told her, hey, let's get out of this building because, you know, it could be pretty bad.